Welcome to Green and Woke on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed this segment. The link to the entire podcast can be found in the description box. Okay, and welcome back. This is Green and Woke, and I'm your host, Kimberly Ryans. Our musical guest today is Blaze, and we have her on the line. Hi, Blaze. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking time out to do this for us. We really appreciate it. Just want to talk to you a little bit. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? Your musical genre? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland originally. I've been in Houston, Texas for just about the last 8 years.
Okay.
I sing several different genres. I do jazz, I do gospel, I do house music, hip hop, a little bit of everything. Really, to me, music is art form, and not just to me, but period, that's what it is. And so, as an artist, I just like to convey myself in different ways. So one of my own personal goals is to make an impact on 5 different genres with great music.
Oh, okay.
Certainly in the process of doing that, I have some house music that I've recorded, several gospel albums that I've recorded. I've done some jazz, and I'm recording some jazz now. So I will have some music available on iTunes and Rhapsody, and I think the distribution, digital distribution outside will be at least 200 different digital markets. So I will have some things available by June online, so you should be able to download me. Most of the time I go by the staple of Blazing Vocals. It's easy to find like all of my social media by Blazing Vocals, BLAZINVOCALS.
Okay.
And I've always been exposed to multiple different types of music. So I just developed a real passion for it. My dad would always say, we were growing up, he didn't want us just to, listen to music, but to know more about it. So I played trombone in jazz band and in middle school, and then I sang in chorus in high school and everything like that. But my mom was a big fan of Barbra Streisand, which I love her myself. I grew up around big band music, classic rock, metal,
wow,
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So, and I love soca, Caribbean, South African music, the whole 9 yards. I won't say I like everything because there's a bunch of stuff out there, but there's a large rainbow of things that I really enjoy. And, I believe that, like I said, it's art form. So it's so many things. There's so many messages that you can hear. There's so many things that you can see, or visualize through listening to different types of music, or motivation to get through a workout or through a day, by gospel or inspirational music or whatever. And so, that is one of my passions, is just to put out things that people can enjoy on a daily basis, and whatever the case may be, whether it's just a picnic or just an evening relaxing at home, turn on some Blaze and set them on fire.
Okay, all right. Well, isn't that fantastic? Okay, all right. That's wonderful. So, and you mentioned Barbra Streisand. Any other musical influences that you have that you grew up listening to?
Lettucey. I love. Oh my goodness. Jill Scott. Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan. Man, there are so many different people that I enjoy. It's like wow. Erykah Badu, and I do a lot of different performances, different places, and people always ask me to cover Jill Scott. And I love Layla Hathaway. Rochelle Farrell has the most awesome voice. And, you don't really hear as many people, speaking of her, but she sings 6 octaves.
Oh, yes. I've seen her in concert.
Awesome, but I guess because, yes.
She's amazing.
She's not that in the box type of an artist that, comes out and, you know how they like to have everything phenomenalized nowadays, that, they don't put her in certain marketplaces.
Yeah, she blows the top off. She blows the top off anywhere she is. She is amazing. I'm a big fan of Rochelle Farrell. Yeah, I saw her in concert and it was
Anita Baker.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
She has awesome tone. And I appreciate growing up when I did, because it was so many different. There wasn't such a capsule on music. It was, it's something that they had a one-hit wonder. They put out what they wanted to, and you listen and you enjoyed it.
Yes.
And so that is one thing about the music in the U.S. that could be worked on a little bit. Everything is so much marketized. Everything is this or that, instead of it just being what it is, just art, just pure art,
right?
And people being able to enjoy it for what it is.
Okay, but and I have heard you perform, and your voice is phenomenal. You have quite a range, and all of these influences that I've heard you mention, it's like you're a combination of the sound. You're your own person, and even if I've heard you, I've heard you do covers, but whatever song you're singing, you make it your own, and that is so. Because some people, they'll sing a cover and you'll be like, okay, well, they sound just like the artist. But when you sing the cover, it's like you make it better because you add your own twist to it. And I think that is amazing, because you're really, really talented. And I really enjoy your music. So do you have any new upcoming? Yeah. You have any projects coming up? I guess you're in the Houston area now, but do you have any projects coming up?
I have a dance project that I'm working on, well, dance and house music.
Okay.
You have one of those songs. It's called Music in My Mind.
Okay.
And then I also have a jazz project that I'm working on. I'm working on both of them at the same time. And Journey it could be considered inspirational music. It's definitely more soul or jazz as far as the styling of it. But both of those songs are 2 songs that people are able to go online and listen to or purchase through Bandcamp. They would just put in blazingvocals.bandcamp.com, and it will come up, and it has both of those songs on there. And then I'll be posting more music as I publish it with as far as my 2 albums are concerned, than anything else, because I'm also working on other projects, but those are the 2 main things that I'm doing right now.
Awesome. So you have any upcoming performances that you want to tell us about?
I will be performing with No Curfew Band, and both of these performances are on the north side. The one that's coming up this coming weekend, not this weekend, but the following, April the 6th, is at Cognac and Cigars at 2010 Cypress Creek Parkway, and that's from 8 to 10. And then I'm also at Showtime Bar and Lounge, and that's going to be on April the 19th at 12706 North Freeway.
Okay, and these are in Houston.
And that's going to be from 10 to 12, and both of those are in Houston, Texas. But I'm always open for private engagements if people need a vocalist at a wedding or anything. And by trade, I'm also an esthetician, so if you need facial or a facial and somebody to sing, doing I'm open
Hey, that sounds like a great combination there. Bachelorette parties, hey,
Exactly.
right.
Whenever I do private parties or whatever, do mini facials, and I do have other cosmetologists that are manicures, pedicures, and all that kind of stuff. That if you needed the whole pampering situation, certainly can make that happen too.
Wow, girls' night out, man, that could work. Entertainment and pampering.
Several ways.
Wow.
You have to be marketable in so many different ways nowadays.
That is so true.
I just do this, and that's a passion of mine. I've always been passionate about the music, beauty, and fashion. Those are the three things that I've always loved since I was a little girl, and so I've always kept myself active in all three of those places. And so, I was considering, going when I divorced my husband. I was considering going to school for cosmetology as far as doing the hair and everything, and then I thought about it. I'm like, I'm 46. Do I want to stand behind somebody and know? So I'm relaxing, do a facial. And I still, I can still beautify your skin and make your eyebrows and lashes so wonderful, because, you have to be beautiful everywhere.
Wow, okay. That is so true. So speaking of that, beautification, we are at Green and Woke. So I just want to ask you a little bit about your green beliefs about nature, the environment, climate change, just your green beliefs in general. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I grew up around, like I said, I'm from Baltimore, but my dad's side of the family was from Summerton, South Carolina, and I've been to the farm, and my grandmother used to take me picking all the time, which, we would go to the farms and pick all the vegetables, clean them, pop them, put them in the freezer and the refrigerator to eat. Like, that's how they would, that's how they would eat,
Okay, natural. That's amazing.
This is what I was exposed to. I know everybody didn't have that experience, but this is the way that they, were raised to do everything in the season of whatever vegetation is. You would pick it, and then you would have it during the harvest time. You would have it during the winter when, things weren't producing. So, she made preserves and jellies and all kind of stuff from the fruits and everything that we would get from the apple orchards. And,
wow, that's phenomenal.
Farms. And so I've always been exposed to greenery. She kept a lot of plants, and the fact that, I was exposed to that. My grandmother was very holistic as well, and my great grandmother. So, the properties that come from the earth, and as far as what they can do, and contribution to your own life and your lifestyle.
Oh man, yes.
Definitely make an impact on your everyday life. And I believe people do need to be a little bit more responsible as to, how they treat, the environment. And then even, in your own household, in knowing the way that oxygen is produced, having more greenery in your house, because it's cleaner air.
That's so true, yes.
Yes, but a lot of people really don't know that type of information anymore. I think the schooling when I was growing up had made more common sense, and the things that they taught as far as
natural
home ec and all of that kind of thing. And so they taught you things that made sense.
Yes, and, to live, to better your life.
Exactly. So, the simple things like that, how, oxygen is produced, and then the fact that, just having the greenery around, how that plant is going to give you a clean oxygen to breathe in, will make your house much more easy to, live in, just having that greenery around. So I think that, we should really understand that there definitely is a check and a balance. within the way this earth is supposed to function.
Yes.
And things are definitely off.
Oh my goodness. Yes. To say the least.
These are definitely off, and if you can't observe that, I'm not sure what you're observing, but it's definitely not what it was. When I was a young girl growing up. So I think I think if people would even just do that one thing by having more greenery in their homes to produce more oxygen, I'm sure they will make their life a little bit more of a healthy experience, because that is how you breathe.
Yes.
Having that clean air.
Yes.
We have all kind of air fresheners and sprays and everything now, but just having the cleaner air by the way that it was supposed to do. I know they have filters and everything you can buy, but that is
your fresh flowers in the home and plants. Yes.
Yes.
That is great.
Recycling system that you can have in your home, and it'll make so many people suffer from allergies, and it could be just the fact that you're not taking enough clean oxygen in, because there's a whole lot of masses of concrete and metal, but the trees and the flowers and plants are not as much as they used to be.
That's true. That is such a great idea. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, because that's something that we really don't think about anymore. It's like, why don't I get a couple of house plants and put in the house? Well, people don't think about it.
It's actually fresher. I'm not sure how many people have, fresh plantation inside of their house.
Right.
You can tell when you walk in the door of somebody that has a lot of greenery. They don't have to have, as much as my great grandmother did, because it looked like a whole greenhouse. There was plants on the front porch.
Oh my goodness!
Plants through the living
But she
room,
was onto something. She knew what she was doing. Yeah. She was onto something.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
She definitely had a green thumb.
That's awesome. My grandmother, and come to think of it, my grandmother had a lot of plants in her house too. So that's wonderful.
Exactly. And I believe that contributed to the fact that they did live longer.
Yes.
People, say, in comparison to before and now, people don't live as long. I don't believe that is the case. A lot of people live to be 70, 80,
right. That's
years
true.
old with no problem. There's so many of us that are passing at 20 and 19 from massive heart attacks.
Exactly.
And that could be a contributing factor. Not enough oxygen, not enough clean everything to make your body function the way that it should, because we come from the earth,
That's it.
My personal belief, I know everybody has their own belief system, but, in the Bible, he took us from the dirt. And so, there's the way that it filters, itself around, there's stuff from the ground that can help your body heal itself. And it will heal its own self if you help it along. Sometimes you need a little bit more help for other people than other ones. But if you use herbs and, vegetation and whatever it is, to help your body, it will definitely rejuvenate a lot quicker than not.
That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. This has been a great interview. Oh my goodness. So we learned about your performances coming up, and like I said, we will definitely post that on our social media pages as well. And if you want to give us your website address, your social media handles again, just so everybody can have that and know how to contact you.
Oh, okay. All of my social media is Blazing Vocals, and that's BLAZIN VOCALS. And also my email is blazingvocals@yahoo.com. And if you wanted to reach out to me by phone, my contact number is 410-419-8391. As I mentioned before, you could go and listen to a few of my songs on Bandcamp, and that's blazingvocals.bandcamp, and that's BANDCAMP.com. And you're able to listen to a few of my songs on that avenue. But I will be in about 200 internet stores in June. So you'll be able to see me in more different places and be able to experience my artwork.
Oh, yes, definitely.
As far as my vocal stylings. Like
yes. Like I said, we're definitely going to play a couple of your songs, of your original songs on the show. So be ready, because people are going to be reaching out, because you are amazing, and I really enjoy your talent. You have a unique style that you don't hear everywhere, and I love wonderful, beautiful music. So I enjoy what you do. So thank you so much again for stopping. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by Green and Woke, and I'm sure you'll become a fan of the show, and we'll be talking to you again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, and you have a great day.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next month for an all-new episode of Green and Woke. And remember to keep it simple, keep it constant, keep it green, and together we can build a better planet.